Hi guys, my name is TJ and welcome to TJ Smiles. I'm a smiling little ninny. What am I talking about? Today I want to talk to you about the genre of the year I chose. In this past year, 2015, I decided to focus my genre of the year on classics. I wanted to read classics because I realized there were so many classics I'd yet to read. But one problem I came across with this is some of the classics I picked up I just did not like. It put me in some of the worst reading slumps, and I felt so bad after reading them. So I didn't get through as many classics as I had hoped because that was just kind of a downfall. Classic just isn't my genre of choice. It just honestly isn't. So I did read some fantabulous ones, and I was super excited to read it. Now, this year for 2016, my genre I chose to read is fantasy. I looked on my shelf and I realized I had so many fantasies. Not so many. I had fantasy series that I had started and just never finished because it's not a genre that really gotten my claws into too much, and I decided, well, why not pick up some fantasy books? So I decided to do that. So one of the fantasy series is I want to start reading this year in 2016 is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. I have read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief like 2 times, but it's been a while. So I'm going to reread the Lightning Thief and then move on in the series with Sea of Monsters. I only own Lightning Thief and Sea of Monsters, so I'll have to hit up the library or like purchase them if I get really into the series, but it is my goal to finish the Percy Jackson series this year. Another series in the fantasy realm I want to start reading, which if you watched my 10 books to read in 2016, you know I'm reading this series this year because I'm preparing for the television show that came out in January. Yes, January. And that is the Mortal Instrument series. Right now I'm holding City of Ashes, which is the second book by Cassandra Clare, but I have the first book, which I am reading right now as we speak on ebook version, so yeah, but this fantasy series, I guess I could have told you like the synopsis of Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson follows the story of kids at Camp Half-Blood, and they are demigods. That's really all I truly know about the series. Mortal Instruments follows the story. It's like they're shadow hunters, and they like kill demons. And they like keep the balance between the human world and the underworld and the mythical world. They keep the balance all in check. And it's a very interesting storyline. I'm not too far into City of Bones as I'm speaking, so I honestly don't know hardly anything about the series, but I'm geeked to start reading this one. And the last series that I know I'm going to start and finish this year in 2016 is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I know absolutely nothing about this series other than that it is based off of biblical accounts, which I was super stoked to read this when I found that out. I thought that was a really neat aspect of this, to combine like biblical accounts and fantasy. That's really cool. So I'm excited to read this. It's a large book. I believe this is the whole like Chronicles combined and bound into one large book. So I'm geeked and stoked to read this. I've been saying stoked a lot lately. What does that word even mean? Like, what even is it? But anyways, I'm excited for that. And this is just the fantasy books I had on my shelf that I knew I was going to start reading this year. I honestly don't know many other fantasy books. So if you guys have any suggestions for fantasies I should read this year so I can like explore this genre a heck of a lot more than I have in the past, please let me know in the comments because I would love to read them. And as I finish these books, I will most definitely be doing book reviews for them, so stay tuned to my channel and check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!